So I just had a really interesting experience. I don't always like to record my pickups because admittedly, garbage cleaning is kind of meditative when my kids aren't there. When my kids are there, it's very high energy and crazy, but when my kids aren't there, well, right now I still have my youngest with me, but my oldest is in Girl Scouts, so we decided while she was in the meeting, I decided I'd just kind of go on a walk. We were near a bus stop and it was filthy. Bus stops are notoriously really dirty. And so we started cleaning up around this bus stop. There were a few people there and they just were looking at me and they're like, why are you doing this? Do you work at the place where do you work at the library? And I said, no, I don't work at the library. And they said, well, then why are you doing this? And I just said, well, someone needs to do it. Who is going to do it? And they said, well, it shouldn't even be here. You know, there's trash cans. There shouldn't be garbage right next to the trash cans. And I was like, you're totally right. There should not be litter right next to a trash can. The litter should just be in the trash can. But again, I asked the question, who should do it if not me? You know, and I think that's the issue with cleaning up litter. I don't know, a lot of people don't clean it up. They don't do anything even if they're sitting right next to it, because I think there's always that thought, this is not my responsibility. So of course I was listening to my book, so I turned my book back on and just kept picking up my litter around that area. I ended up getting about 450 pieces just within 25 yards of this bus stop. And the gentleman I was talking to earlier at the bus stop, he came and he handed me this $1 and he said, I don't have a lot to give you, but I feel like I need to give you something. So I want you to have this, and I want you to know that something good is going to happen to you. I could just feel it, you know. I believe in God and I just think something good is going to happen. But more than anything, it was just a cool experience. One thing I really like about picking up garbage is the opportunity to interact with people in my community. When you're out there cleaning, you're with people. You're in the city, you're on the trails, you're outside, and really that's my favorite part. And the why we do it, again, someone has to. But I personally like knowing wherever I go is just a tiny bit better, you know, not a huge deal. It's going to be dirty. Literally when I walked back to the bus stop, they had two people, you know, 2 buses stop and let people out, and it was already covered in garbage again. And I was like, oh great, that's great. But at least for a moment, it was a little bit cleaner. So I hope it did something. But either way, I've got $1, gonna give it to my kids. They're gonna love it. They're gonna be like, woohoo! And so I hope wherever you go today, you make it a little bit better. Thank you.